hope you guys are all doing super well. If you're new here, my name is Julia. I'm at Teen Thrifts on Instagram, and I am a 17-year-old reseller slash entrepreneur. Today, I kind of wanted to give you guys a quick story time about something that happened to me this past weekend. So basically last week, I was scrolling through Craigslist. Pro tip, if you're trying to find something in bulk to resell, it's also always really cool to just put in bulk or wholesale onto Craigslist to find things in your local area. But anyways, so I found this lady who she posted a bunch of designer items, a bunch of photos of designer items, and said, I used to have a consignment store. I used to do Poshmark and eBay, but I no longer want to do it, and I want to sell everything. So I went ahead and I gave her a call, and I gave her my website, and I was like, hey, I'm interested in your items, but there's two problems. I won't be able to grab all of them. I don't have enough storage for all of your items, and I work with consignment and not paying up front. If by any chance you'd like to make it work, I'd love to work with you and strike a deal. At the same time, on the phone, she's like, I love your website. You seem super professional. I'd love to work with you. Could you come by to my storage space and pick out what you'd like, and we can work on a consignment basis? She says this to me over the phone. So I go and I drive 45 minutes away, and I go to her, well, my friend drives me, and I go to her storage space, and she's there with her husband, and they immediately look at me, and the first thing they say is, so we can't do consignment. We want you to buy everything up front. There's like 1,000 items, and they want me to buy everything up front, when I had told them I couldn't do that. So I look at them and I'm like, well, I can't do that. I do not have enough space. I told you guys I work on consignment. That's not possible. And the husband looks at me and goes, okay, then in that case, just pick out what you want and buy that amount. And I'm like, well, I can't do that. And he's like, okay, pick out what you want and then we'll talk. So I go ahead and I look through her 1,000 items, like quick glance. I pick out these beautiful designer bags, these beautiful designer shoes. They're all amazing. These are all items I would not be able to find in the wild. I would love to have these items. And I pick them out, and the man again says you have to buy those up front. And I look at him and I say, I can't do that. Like, I work on consignment. And they're just really firm and saying no, because you have to do this. And I look at them, and up to this point, I'm being completely respectful. I never was disrespectful, but I was a little more firm. I said, I really wish you guys had told me about the situation over the phone, because otherwise I wouldn't have drone 45 minutes away. And the lady looks at her husband and is like, yeah, like I did tell her over the phone I could do consignment. And he's like, well, we can't do that. And I was like, why didn't you say that over the phone then? Why couldn't you have allowed me to not like drive 45 minutes away for something that we hadn't planned? And she looks at me and she says, I was hoping that you'd come, you'd fall in love with the pieces and buy all of it. I think that she was trying to scam me, to be completely honest. Well, not scam me, because like she wasn't going to do anything technically illegal, but she was trying to be deceitful and not do the right thing. So what ended up happening was he asked me to take a picture of all of the items that I had liked. It was about 20 pieces. Research all of it and give them a quote of how much I'd pay for them. And I was gonna do that. I took a picture of everything. I came up with a quote, but at this point, I'm thinking I don't really want to do business with somebody who tricked me, basically. Yeah, like I'm not sure if she's a trustworthy person to do business with. Although I really like those items. They were Gucci bags, Fendi bags, things that I would not be able to find out in the wild. So I'm doing this video wondering what you guys think. Do you think it was disrespectful of me to ask to do it on consignment when her ad on Craigslist said she wanted everything to be bought up front? Do you think she was wrong by telling me she could do consignment and then changing her mind? Do you think I should send her a quote and buy those items that I liked? Or should I just let it go? Let me know. Thank you guys so much. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram @TeenThrifts. And yeah, thank you guys.